stage and age go together, though. Because if you have the experience, the stage, it don't matter.
Preach.
Right? I mean,
Preach.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't see guys struggle like you saw Tatum struggle, and it has nothing to do with the stage.
The inexperience.
It's the inexperience, but it's the stage. Because if I have the experience and I've been on that stage like a Steph Curry, I know how to bounce back. I know how to figure it out. And that hasn't been the case. And look, in the future, I'm sure the Boston Celtics, who had been there in the Eastern Conference Finals multiple times, but never in the finals, this is the first time. So next time around, it'll be different.
Hope so.
No, it'll be different.
It doesn't have to be different, but for the great ones who can take that next step, it'll be different.
They might need to look at making a change. And like I honestly, I'm looking. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I'm looking at Malcolm Brogdon with the Indiana Pacers, and I'm looking at Marcus Smart being like
Brogdon shoots it better,
taller, good defender, higher basketball IQ.
But does he have the same fire as Marcus Smart?
I don't know. That's why I say
Defensive Player of the Year.
That's why I say I'm looking at it. I'm not sure, but it seems like their needs. He's a 50, 40, 90 guy.
Yeah, he's an excellent player.
But it seems like when it comes to executing things, you need somebody to think the game. And I would say this about Boston, and I love Boston. And we can get into Jason Tatum in a second. But I would ask you guys, because I think I know the answer from what I found out last night and multiple games. Like, who do you think has the highest basketball IQ on the Boston Celtics? Like a guy, and it executes that IQ on the floor?
What's his name? Not Robert Williams.
Grant Williams?
Grant Williams.
Okay, I would say Grant Williams or Al Horford. I would say Al Horford.
Okay, Horford. Good one, yeah.
I'm saying a big. I'm not saying any of their guards.
Although when Horford has Steph Curry and Steph Curry bites on the move, maybe don't pass the ball.
But why is Al Horford even on Steph Curry to begin with?
Right.
Like, why is Marcus Smart dying on screens?
Yeah.
Why is Marcus Smart, when he turns the ball over, not getting his ass back on defense? Like, something's missing there in these NBA Finals.
But is it an age?
Why is he still flopping when Ime Udoka has made a statement that we heard through Wendy about the fact that this team doesn't need to flop or complain to the refs? Why is that still going on? And look, I'll be the first because I played sports at a high level, not at an NBA Finals level. It's never on one player. But wow, that I saw a lot from Marcus Smart, or I didn't see what I needed to see from Marcus Smart last night.
But see, that goes back to the experience factor. The fact that your coach is telling you don't do something and you're still doing it, that's experience.
Mm-hmm.
It just because a coach tells you that, goes over in the film room and shows you, hey, this is what we're doing, we can't afford to do that. When you're young, you repeat the same mistakes over and over and over and over again.
Or if you haven't been there before.
Well, yeah, when you're young, you repeat the mistakes. And until they correct it, they'll be put in the same position. You know, you say, well, maybe you switch out. Maybe there's a switch out with Marcus Smart because of what we saw here in the finals. But we didn't say that in game one. We didn't say that against
in the previous series, yeah.
And we were like, oh, they need him. Miami, oh, my God, he's back. And now, because they lose the finals, we start to think a little bit different in the style in which they're playing.
But, Jay, you did identify Marcus Smart before the series as the most important player in the series because he had to follow around Steph and he had to run. That doesn't mean you're saying he's the best player in the series, but, like, his play could determine the series. And had he played better, maybe the series would be different. But he did have to follow Steph Curry around.
I mean, they switched off him on multiple possessions. It wasn't just Marcus Smart. I mean, Jaylen Brown took a swipe at him. Derek White, you wish he would have came to the party in these finals as well. He had some big moments.
Udoka mentioned that. Like, they picked him up halfway through the season.
Yeah, but he had some big moments in series before, right? It is a collective effort. But there were just some things I feel like as the leader of a team that were missing with Marcus Smart for me. Like, if you're supposed to be the emotional leader of this team, right, and it's something that they need to talk about this offseason, it felt like even though he was everywhere on the court, it didn't feel right. You know, Key, sometimes you say it just didn't look right. It didn't look right for him. It didn't. It was off, man.
See what I'm afraid of for the Celtics, and I know you'll cuss me out, Jay, but go right ahead, is I'm afraid that this group, this is what we're going to see, and we won't see any better. Mm-hmm. Because I look at teams like the Phoenix Suns, like, oh, they're hot, they're going to be young, they're good, this, that, and the other, but they don't get back to the championship and win it. Typically, young teams that are good like this, they win the championship when they get there for the first time, like a Golden State did with Steph Curry. Then eventually they start to build on the
Lakers
dynasty.
did back in the day. Celtics, Bulls,
Exactly.
they all
And
did it when they got there first time.
You do it when you get there. They lost theirs. And so now it's like, ooh, with these other teams in the conference.
They're coming.
They're coming.
So this pains me to say because, look, it's my brother, and I love him as a player. But, for Jason Tatum, he played 1,000 minutes in this postseason, more than anybody else, right? And that's no excuse because it's first time through the gauntlet, and you need to go through that experience. You could tell it was painful for him. It hurt him last night. But for him to have 2 points in the last 21 minutes of the ball game, Max, 2 points, and listen to these stats. This is what you end up getting, right? Jason Tatum's 100 turnovers in these playoffs is the most in single playoffs history in the NBA.
Wow.
Jason Tatum shot 29% from 2-point field goals, which is the worst 2-point field goal percentage in the finals ever. Minimum of 50 field goals attempted. Previous worst was 36 by Nets Kenyon Martin in 2003. Think about what I just said.
So, young man, Jason Tatum, I hope you've learned something. What have you learned in these finals? That's the question.
It's hard. It's hard getting to this point, and it's even harder, getting over the hump and winning. It's been a long journey, a long process. That's what I took from it, that it's tough, and we got to take it up another level to do what we want to do.
So I don't understand because in the first possession of the game last night, remember, guys, I said I think the way Boston kind of starts the game, like the first quarter, I thought was pivotal, right? Golden State had the lead at the end of the first quarter, by the way.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.